This video is for my friend Marc. He's a black belt that runs his own academy. He's asked me about how I systemize my guard passing. He's got strong passing himself, but he likes the way that I systemize my stuff. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to do a bit of talking, so I apologize for that. I'm going to explain a bit about the background of how I came to how I guard pass. When I came from MMA, I had good grappling and I'd entered some grappling competitions and done well. But guard passing was one thing that I didn't have, because in MMA, if I'm in guard, I'd happily settle into a closed guard because this is fantastic. I can punch. If submissions are going on, I can pick up and slam. But in Jiu-Jitsu, I couldn't do any of that. And when I started competing, I found that that was a hole in my game. So I started looking for a holy grail of guard passing. How do I deal with a guard? There must be something that I can do, like one idea that can just deal with the guard. And the reality is, there isn't. Which makes sense, because if you think about all the different types of guard there are, if someone says, just play guard, right, but there's close, spider, lasso, deli heave, all these different types of guard, right, X-guard. And off of that, there's loads of different techniques. You've got all types of sweeps. You've got arm bars, kimuras, triangles, omoplatas, all this different stuff, all the gi chokes. So when you're playing on top, it's the same thing. You've got loads and loads of options to deal with, and you've got to have loads of your own options yourself. There isn't just one magic button that works for everything, and it took me ages to figure that out. But I have systemized what I do. I tried float passing, I've tried body lock passing, I've tried knee cutting, I've tried leg dragging, and I've tried all these different types of styles of passing. And which one is best? They all are. They all work in the right circumstances. So I'm going to take you through what I do and show how they all fit together. My approach in a nutshell, I'll give you a quick rundown now, and then I'll go through it and I'll give another rundown at the end. And I'll also go through in practice how it actually works when I compete. Effectively, I want to put my opponent flat. I want to try and movement pass as best I can, except that I might not be able to. Then I want to get chest to chest, clear the legs, and that's my pass. But what is guard passing? It's beating frames to get to a pin. That's essentially all it is. I say all, like there's a lot to it, but in a nutshell, that's what guard passing is. I have to beat her frames to pin her, whether it be side control or mount or knee on belly or north-south. I need to get past her frames and pin her. So let's look at those step by step. Putting her flat. Why do I have to put her flat? Right now we're not guard passing. Right now we're wrestling. Okay, and it's really important you understand that. There isn't a pass for me at the moment. If I was to outflank Zoe here, if you let me get around you, that's right. Here, I haven't passed yet. She can now drop to her back and her guard's still there. So I need to put her flat before I'm passing. And how you do that is up to you. I'm not going to go into details and techniques in this. I'm going to talk about strategy. But you need to figure out ways to put them flat. Whether it be pushing shoulders, lifting legs, outflanking them, stepping inside, body locking them. But I need to put her flat. Okay, so if you go flat for me, please. So now we're looking at guard passing. And I will try always to use movement passing because it's free, right? If I can step in and maybe high step over, fantastic. You know, if I can get off with the next pass, so something like that, you know, maybe a long step or whatever, that'd be fantastic. If I can shin trap here, that's great. But in reality, it's really hard. And a lot of people are guard specialists, lots of people, most people play guard most of the time in Jiu-Jitsu. And you've got the bendy, flexible people that got really good movement, and it's just very, very difficult just to walk around their guard. And I'll try it. Zoe is really, really good at that sort of stuff. If you ever watch her matches, she's very good at movement passing. I'm not bad at it. It's not my specialty. I'll try and movement pass, but I accept that I'm going to struggle. So then I've got to start pressure passing. So how do I do that? As I said earlier, I attach myself chest to chest and beat the legs. So to do that, I compromise the legs first. So I'm not going to go into, say, a closed guard or a butterfly guard and go chest to chest. Okay, I'm not going to go into a knee shield here and try and get chest to chest because I can't. Okay, whatever guard that my opponent's trying to put on me, I've got to deny all their grips and deny them putting all their hooks and their frames on me. I can't allow a lasso to go in. I can't allow a De La Riva to go in. I've got to deny all that. I've got to compromise the legs. So what does compromising the legs mean? I need to put her in a position that isn't an established guard for her. In reality, the way that I do that is I use recognised staging positions that I've used before, that I'm comfortable with. It could be a leg drag position here. So her legs are compromised in this position. Okay? It could be the smash position, where I'm here. So her legs are compromised. This isn't a recognised guard for her. And it's easy for me to understand what I'm trying to do because these positions, these staging positions, are ones that I've used before. A very, very common one is half guard, chest half guard. Here. Overwhelmingly, when I've asked black belts how they pass guard, the answer I get is they force half guard and pass a half guard, which fits in with this framework, but it doesn't have to be half guard. You can compromise the legs in any number of ways, but the legs are compromised here. She's only hanging on to one. And there's lots of different staging positions. You know, like you've got knee cutting and J point camping and lots of these different staging positions, over unders, double unders, okay, where you compromise the legs. Then from there, once I've got a compromised position, so let's say half guard, I then glue myself chest to chest. And then I can deal with the legs, because they're already compromised. Yeah, maybe a smash. So I've managed to get into a smash position. So I'll attach myself chest to chest. And then I can compromise the legs. Or the legs are compromised, I can then pass them. So that's my strategy in a nutshell, okay? In reality, this is very, very rare. I don't often have to wrestle them flat. Because most competitions that people do, unless you're at like a professional invitational, most competitions are IBJJF, and that requires you to have grips before you pull guard. So let's say Zoe and I were in a match and she grips and pulls on me. I'm not, so they go now, I'm not in this position. I'm in a guard, okay? Or I've taken her down. But again, I'm not here, if you're on your feet. Maybe I've made the shot. And we're already entangled. So this position here is quite rare, at least in my experience, this is quite rare, okay? So what I'll do is, as they're pulling, or as I make my shot, I'll immediately force one of my staging positions. If you can't think of any, just force a half guard. Yeah, so as Zoe pulls on me, I know she's going to pull, we're going in, she grips up, she goes to pull, I'll force a half guard. Or I've made the shot, I take her down, and I'm stuffing myself into the half guard. But it doesn't have to be half guard, it could be any staging position that you like that compromises the legs. Then I go chest to chest. So really, that's it. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm going to run through that again very, very quickly. Put them flat, because you're wrestling, you're not passing at that point. Try and movement pass, okay? And I use that to set up my staging positions. So I'll try and movement pass, they'll stop me. That'll allow me to get into a better position than an open guard. I can get into a staging position, attach myself chest to chest, and then beat the legs that have already been compromised. I hope that helps.